BioWare is known for its engaging stories and characters such as Mass Effect and Dragon Age Inquisition. In February 2019, they are launching a game that is consistently being compared to Destiny right now. And as a hardcore Destiny player, this is not Destiny. Now, there are similarities, but this game is Anthem. So what is Anthem really all about? Well, it's an unfinished world. Humanity struggles to survive in a savage environment full of diverse threats. And you play as a freelancer, and you equip yourself with this exosuit called a Javelin. Now, in the beginning, the gods harnessed the Anthem. It's a source of power, of pure creation, and from that, wondrous lands erupted into existence. You will fight colossal beasts, also known as Titans, all sorts of creatures and monsters. But something happened, before the gods were finished with their work, they vanished, and they left behind an unfinished world full of instruments of their creation. The power of the Anthem would not be contained, unleashing world-altering cataclysms, transforming and corrupting those that tried to wield its power. Humanity, they tried to find a way to survive, and so from what the ancestors left, we created the Javelin exosuits, and they're handcrafted armor that gives your freelancer superhuman abilities. So in this world remains an internal struggle between the power of the Anthem and the instruments of the gods who formed it. Today, the fate of humanity rests in the hands of a small band of Javelin pilots known as the Freelancers. Within Anthem, BioWare has created what's called Our World, My Story. So what this states here is one of the greatest things about Anthem is that it's a shared world. It's able to sync weather, day-night cycles, and even large-scale events for every player around the globe due to dedicated servers. It's a great thing. Thank you, BioWare. So basically, when your friend, say, he's on the other side of the world, and you guys are playing together, you guys are going to experience the same environments at the exact same time and see everything exactly the same. And that's great, especially if you're taking on a real world event, daytime, nighttime, whatever it may be. You're both experiencing everything together at the exact same time due to dedicated servers.
At the heart of Anthem is the concept of Our World, My Story. The unique combination of a dynamic, ever-changing world and a powerful personal story. In Our World, you band together with friends for epic adventures across a vast, shared landscape teeming with danger. The world narrative advances for your whole team. Together, you'll confront countless enemies, those who threaten to take control of the Anthem, as well as ancient beasts. And you'll get further into Our World by taking on explosive missions offered by agents who need your help. These missions take you deep into the heart of Anthem, while also developing the personal stories of each agent.
Trust me, I'm a person you want to know.
Outside of the battles, there's free play. A chance for you to explore solo or with friends. Uncover answers to your questions about Anthem, and find powerful artifacts that could lead you to victory down the road. Back within the safety of Fort Tarsis is where my story begins. This is your chance to develop a richly personal narrative where your choices have consequences. In this bustling trader town, you'll develop bonds with your pit crew who can help you prepare for future battles. They're the people in the world who have your back. And as your relationships develop, you'll learn about their pasts and the future they hope to see. Fort Tarsis is ripe for exploration as well. You may even encounter shadowy figures with questionable character. It all depends on the decisions you make. This is real-time storytelling, a reinvention of personal narrative in a multiplayer game. As a freelancer, you are the bridge between the heroic adventures discovered in Our World and the personal journey that unravels in my story. And ultimately, the key to the fate of everyone.
world of Anthem is dynamic. It will undergo huge transformations as the game moves forward. So how do you provide that and still give players a meaningful single-player narrative? Well, that's where the My Story comes in. So the My Story portion of Anthem says here, when you return to Fort Tarsus, you step into your own single-player experience. Here you'll develop your relationships, make choices, and see the consequences of your actions. As your decisions weigh on the world around you, the people of Fort Tarsus will react to your presence accordingly. You'll remember how you've interacted with them before, and they might not be happy about it, so I guess it depends on what choices you've made. You'll also get to regroup with your crew, getting to know them a little bit better as you progress. Your crew tags along in the Strider, your towering mobile base of operations, but here in Fort Tarsus, they've got the chance to stretch their legs between missions. As other characters in the game come to trust you, they will reveal more of their personal history, as well as additional story details that you may not see otherwise. So as you explore the city fortress a little bit more, you'll come in contact with agents seeking your aid as a freelancer. These agent missions will take you deeper into the factions that operate within the world of Anthem, and open up new avenues of relationships with agents themselves. So each adventure you complete will give you a better sense of the factions around you, as well as your responsibilities as a freelancer. And once you've had your chance to explore, you get to pick up new missions and new contracts, maybe even give your javelins a new paint job. You can head back to the wilds of Anthem again and explore what's out there for you. And if you're familiar with BioWare ability to tell stories with their video games, you know that this Our World, My Story within Anthem is going to be a great experience. So the larger world is shaped by shared, dynamic world-scale events, while individual players still have the freedom to make the world their own through personal choices. So your story, your personal story will develop as you take on more missions and things in the shared world. Your achievements in the shared world will add to the depth of your personal story. So these two halves of Our World and My Story are seamlessly knit together, creating a richer experience for every freelancer. So remember, the fate of Fort Tarsus, the freelancers, and ultimately humanity rests on your shoulders, and it's up to you to decide how you'll proceed on this journey through the unfinished world of Anthem. So let's talk a little bit about playing solo or playing with friends. So it's very easy to jump up, join your friends. The design of the game is built around the concept that you should be able to just play with your friends and with as few hurdles as possible. So that means jumping in on a friend's mission at any point and jumping back out if you need to, and having the challenges of the world not immediately punish you if your friends are at a significantly different power level than you are. This also means that your group doesn't need to have different exosuits to succeed. While the javelins have different strengths and weaknesses, there are no traditional RPG roles that must be filled in order to have a functioning party. And if you and your teammates are all really feeling the Interceptor this week, then go for it. Become the mecha ninja clan you always dreamt of and take on anything. The one thing I love about video games is the ability to play solo as well as with my friends. So what BioWare's done within Anthem is this combat is, it's more of a way of fun as a group, but also you have the ability to go solo. And it says here there are always going to be the lone wolves out there, but they're not going to be having as much fun as they could with a full team to get the mayhem party started. In a solo firefight, one javelin is going to be spending most of its time running and dodging the hells of gunfire that every enemy is sending at them at once. So make one wrong move and you'll go down quick. But with a full team, you can divide and conquer, shrugging off a little damage here and there to execute the perfect freeze grenade into an overhead smash. The combat as a group becomes a chance to show your skills and develop them further. Triumphing as one means triumphing in style. Alright, let's talk about how your character progresses, the freelancer. So the pilot progression applies to every javelin you pilot, uses, and focuses on those aspects of being a pilot that aren't tied to a specific javelin. You can put points into flying for longer periods of time without overheating, allowing for greater mobility during combat, and fewer stops when traversing long distances, for example. So what else is really cool about Anthem is the pilots and javelins, how they coexist. So in Anthem, you play as a pilot who can use an arsenal of javelins to complete their mission. But you'll also be able to have several pilot profiles on a single game. So don't worry if you share a game console at home, you won't have to share your progress as well. Your pilots and javelins are both individually upgradable and customizable. I like that. What does that mean? Well, your pilot has its own level, and each of your javelins has a unique collection of equipment. As you progress and level up, your pilot will receive points to upgrade, and your javelin will collect new equipment, giving greater power and more options to your loadout. So with the javelin progression, as your pilot gains experience operating a specific javelin, you'll collect lots of equipment of differing abilities and rarities. You might want to equip components to reduce the cooldown of your ranger's grenade attack and dish out even more damage in the field. As an example, each javelin, the Ranger, Colossus, Interceptor, and Storm all have their own unique equipment and abilities that you can collect. Your loadout choices will allow you to tailor your javelin's abilities to your playstyle or discover different playstyles you may not have considered before. Let's take a quick look at the 4 different javelins you'll be able to pilot in Anthem. So there's the Ranger, and it's considered kind of the all-around versatile javelin. It focuses on precision and damage. And then there's the Colossus, which is, he's the heavyweight, he's the Hulk buster of this band of misfits here. So it's the largest of the javelins. There's the Interceptor. The Interceptor is kind of the fast moving one. It's very agile. It's got all the speed. And then there's the Storm. And the Storm dishes out damage from the distance in Anthem's electrifying javelin. So it's got kind of an elemental essence to it. So besides all the missions and real-world experiences that you'll be playing within Anthem, there is a real threat. There is a protagonist called the Dominion, led by the Monitor. And it says here, he's a ruthless Dominion commander. He claims to have discovered a way to control the power of the Anthem. If he succeeds, no one will be able to stand in his way. So it's going to be up to you and your other friends and the other freelancers to battle and stop the Dominion from harnessing the power of the Anthem.
I have seen the power of the Anthem destroy entire civilizations.
You have no idea what the Heart of Rage can do to a person.
I feel a new power in the world. It's calling me.
For generations, our people struggled just to survive.
Heading out. Let's go!
The javelins allowed us to fight back the chaos. And the walls protected our families, loved ones.
Remember, we're a team. I'm right there with you.
It's a freelancer job. Always has been.
But the Anthem still rages. And walls can only do so much. But with the power of the Anthem at my fingertips, I will end all this needless suffering.
Anthem's going to be available on PC, PS4, and Xbox. The standard edition is going to run you around $60, and the Legion of Dawn edition will run you about $80. And with the Legion of Dawn edition, you're going to get VIP access to pre-launch demos. You get the Founders Player banner, and you get a legendary armor pack and weapon pack for each of your javelins. And if you're wondering what that Legion of Dawn armory pack looks like compared to a regular javelin, here are a few images to kind of wet your whistle, get you excited about it. So Legion of Dawn is on the left, and the regular look is on the right. Anthem launches on February 22nd, 2019 with a official Anthem demo on February 1st. And don't forget, if you pre-order this game, you'll have access to all the VIP privileges and other demos. I was actually able to do the closed alpha. I had to sign an NDA, so I can't talk about it. But yeah, I pre-ordered. I'm excited for this game. I cannot wait for it to actually launch on the 22nd and really delve in deeper about this. And this is just the first of many Anthem videos I'm going to be making. I'm going to start making more videos about Anthem, all the different javelins, all the customization you can do, the forge, the weapons, stuff like that as more details come. So I know this one was extremely long. I hope you made it to the end. And as always, a like is greatly appreciated. And if you like this video and you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be doing a lot more Anthem videos as we head into 2019. Well, thanks for joining me, and we'll talk soon.